Today's performance, I think, was a fighting performance from us as a group. Obviously, we were under pressure in that first hour, losing quite a few wickets. But then to put on, I think, about 100 for the last couple of wickets was amazing rearguard fight from our tail enders. We saw a little bit of that in the last test as well. So then to get us to a score where we felt we could compete with the ball and put some pressure back onto Pakistan was great, and obviously that's how it sort of eventuated through the day. To watch 20 wickets fall on day one in a test is a very rare occurrence, so the game has certainly sped up very fast.
Next question, Aga.
After long days, West Indies is very happy today. Now test match is open, 9 runs lead. Tomorrow, very crucial day for batting West Indies. What do you see?
Yeah, there was obviously quite a bit of discussion amongst us as a group, particularly around our batting, sort of reflecting on the first test, and we had a couple of extra days to prepare for this test match. And there was a lot of good work done in our trainings behind the scenes. There's obviously a massive opportunity now tomorrow to show that work that we've done as a batting group. Didn't quite get it right today. A few guys did, which was great. But now there's opportunity for the batting group to really come to the fore tomorrow. It's going to be a big challenge, but I think we've shown today that if we can post a score high 100s up 200, 200 plus, then that's going to be very, very competitive. So we've just got to look at small milestones as a batting group. Look, 30, 40 run partnerships can be quite significant in these test matches here at Multan. We saw that in the first test. We're seeing that today. I think if we reflect over the 3 and a bit days of this test series so far, there's only been one huge difference, and that was a 100-run partnership on day one of test one. Apart from that, it's been very even Stevens between both sides. So we're halfway through the test already on day one in terms of wickets. So yeah, as a batting group, we start fresh tomorrow, ball one, and try and put those partnerships together to get to a score that we feel that we can truly defend and ultimately win this test match.
Go again, yeah.
This is the third innings West Indies played here, but top order not make the runs. What do you see? Where is the difficult the top order on the pitch?
Well, I don't think it's just the West Indies top order. I think both batting orders are finding it very difficult on this pitch. There's a lot of spin, a lot of bounce. Sometimes it's inconsistent as well. So when you go out there as a batter, I think the first 20, 30 balls are very challenging to adapt to the wicket. I think you've seen batters that can get through that initial 20, 30 balls and get 15, 20 runs under their belts in their innings. The game all of a sudden looks a bit more comfortable from a batting point of view. We've seen that a bit from Rizwan over both test matches. We've seen that a little bit from Saud Shakil. We've seen it from some of our bottom order batters being able to do that. We saw that from Alec Athanase in the first test. So the challenge for the batters, I guess not just from a West Indies point of view, but probably from a Pakistan point of view, is really getting through that first 30 balls in your batting innings and being able to apply a little bit of pressure back on the bowlers. And finding that that balance between attacking and defending. So it's a good challenge, though. I mean, for us as a group, coming to these conditions, there's a lot of learning going on, as well as obviously having to compete in the moment. So it's just a different challenge from a batting point of view.
Last one from you, Aga.
As a bowling coach, do you think in the test matches, pitch like this?
Sorry, say that again.
Do you think in the test matches this pitch boost the test match?
It's certainly, yeah, I get what you're saying. It certainly speeds the test match up, and you're going to get a result. And I think that's the biggest thing that I can gather from what Pakistan cricket are trying to do. Obviously, there was a shift during the England series in October, and the tactic is very much spin orientated. And we knew that coming over here that this was the tactic that was going to be used. So I guess that's more a question that you probably want to pose to Pakistan cricket and the decision makers there, because we're the visitors and we're just trying to deal with what we're getting dealt. Our eyes were open coming here. We knew what we were going to get. And we're learning and we're finding it a really great challenge to take on.
Any other question? From the room, that is? All right, James, just one from the region. The bowling of Warwican and Moti today, in terms of how much has been done behind the scenes to get them to perform on these type of surfaces?
Yeah, again, they were brilliant today. As I said, spin's playing a huge part in this series, and we saw with Joey Warwican in the first test, getting 10 for was outstanding. And he's backed that up again today with another four wickets in the first innings here. And Gudakesh, he was probably not quite at his best if he was honest, and he was very honest in that first test. He still competed very well, but he's worked hard in the days between the first and second test, and I thought he bowled beautifully today. He's adjusted his speed nicely, and he picked up 3 wickets and looked a threat the whole way through his bowling today. So it's good signs for us, moving into the second innings of this game. As I said, if we can post a total, upwards of 200 and above, then there's real belief in our group that the likes of Gudakesh and Jamal can come in and hopefully bowl us to a win.
All right, thank you, James. Thank you, guys. Tomorrow.
Cheers, guys. Oh, yeah.